How's it going, everybody? So, playing a 15 plus 10 rapid game here on chess, or not on chess.com, but leadchess.org. Going against Cesarito 32, rated 1934. You get a French defense. I recently prefer using the Tarrasch against it. We'll see what we get. Usually this, bishop c4, wow, not that one, but bishop c4, queen d6, or queen d8, probably castles, and we'll see, those are normal moves. I guess they might, okay, so they do this. Can't I just go for like a isolated pawn setup? Over here they take with the knights. Over here they take with the bishop. I could go here, push them back. That looks kind of weird to push them back. Bishop b5, check bishop d7. Not a fan of trying to trade off their bishop. Bishop g5, I can't play bishop g5, my knight is in the way. Takes, knight takes, c4? I don't know about that. Wow, okay. And my knights, it's kind of awkward here. These knights, they're just kind of awkward, but this can always come over here, I guess. Takes, here, takes, bishop takes. Nothing obvious, but I don't know why this is not a move I'm aware of in this position. I.e., could it be a mistake? If we push forward, it's possible. Wow. Yeah. I don't know, my knights feel a little awkward, but see if we can make it work. There should be 2 castles. They seem normal. I don't know about this. This feels a little awkward, weird. Bishop e2, castles, c3, probably c3 here. Yeah, just so that you keep a pawn on d4. If f6, you might have to take it, which is a move that often gets played in the Tarrasch early on, even when this bishop is here, which is somewhat surprising if you're not aware of the theory. Normally we don't push our f-pawns that early in the game. Bishop b5, we can double their pawns. That's not terribly great though, because they can just take here and undouble. Bishop d3, c4, bishop c2. I think that's probably okay. Let's do that. Also, I can come back. Well, I might like to reroute my knight like this. queen b6 could be coming. It's a standard Tarrasch, yeah. 1, 2, 3, okay. Alright, so I might have just blundered a pawn. Probably did, in fact. Yep. So, maybe not all is lost. Well, I could just take, right? But you're blundering this one? Oh man, I don't know how I did not notice that. Sometimes you just play too fast in the opening. They take, we could go here. It's not hanging together terribly well, but I think that's the best way to try to make lemonade out of these lemons. I mean, luckily this comes with tempo. Otherwise, they could just take here. Very weird start to the game. Yeah, knight f6. I'll have to look at that. It's, what was that? Move 4. Yeah, this position. Not a move I'm aware of. I'm not an expert on the Tarrasch or anything, but I do have like the most common 2 or 3 moves in that position, and I think they're most common by a good amount. So yeah, knight f6 is relatively uncommon, but maybe it was fine. I mean, queen takes c5 here. Probably bishop takes c5. You want to develop, and then queen e2. Maybe I'm not defending there because my queen's kind of overloaded on this point. Yeah, bishop takes c5, queen e2. You just take. I have to back. Wow. I have to back my bishop off. I can't recapture the knight. I suppose I could, but it could get really messy. So bishop takes f2, king f1, bishop a4, or h4, probably queen e2, or even g3. Or no, I take that. So maybe they can. Maybe it doesn't work tactically. So they just play king f1 if they play bishop takes f2. Taking a long time. Got him to think a bit. That's good. So queen e2. Knight b. I don't think knight b3 works. Just bishop takes f2 after bishop takes c5. So yeah, I was just thinking, just pondering like, could this possibly work? But yeah, they just take here. So I have to play this. I don't know what else they're gonna do. I mean, I suppose you could take here, but then you just take your attack off of this pawn, and so I don't think you want to do that. Bishop takes c5. Is there anything better than queen e2? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, these French positions are always awkward with these pieces just jumbled up. Very awkward positions for both sides, I think. Black's pieces are kind of awkward too. I used to play the French. I don't know, like it's got a very solid reputation, but they're definitely, the positions are definitely an acquired taste. Um, yeah, so there we go. I think Queen E2. Castling, Knight B3 next. Some kind of order. Again, if they try to take twice here, I think I just end up recapturing twice, letting them take, playing King F1, and then just saying I'm off a piece for 2 pawns, even though I have an awkward king. It's worth it, is my claim. Maybe. Feels like it should be. Also, this queen would be hitting G7. Yeah, their pieces, look at all these pieces here. This is very, I don't know, it's very uncomfortable. I mean, my pieces are uncomfortable too, but that just feels very, looks like it should be very uncomfortable. A lot of untangling in the French, a lot of untangling. And incidentally, I mean, because you have the space advantage, especially if they advance the e-pawn, I mean, you want to be careful about trades, because the more pieces that are on the board, the harder it is for the side with the cramped position. If you trade more pieces off, then the side that is somewhat cramped, you kind of lose your space advantage. Your space advantage is more crucial when you have more pieces on the board. Sorry. So it's better for me to not trade pieces, is what I'm trying to say. Positionally, it is. And my opponent is taking a lot of time. I mean, maybe castles. And I gotta decide between like castles and Knight B3, I think. I'd probably go with castles, just solidifying my defense here and getting rid of bishop takes f2 possibilities. Even though I think I would be better, it's complicated. Which is fine. I mean, maybe when they're running lower on time like this, maybe it's better to be complicated. Maybe. It's taking a lot of time though. If they keep this up, they're gonna really be in time trouble here soon. So with that being said, if I can possibly make some moves relatively quickly, try to keep the pressure on them, and then just try to get them in a little bit of a time crunch. Maybe they'll make some mistakes that way. It's an idea. I mean, you gotta play the board, but sometimes you gotta play the person. And it's somewhat possible in chess, especially with time issues and things of that nature. But man, that's the saying that comes up like in poker, right? You gotta play the cards, but then also you gotta play the person. not so relevant in chess because chess is, 100% information game. Like everybody's got the same information in terms of this is how the pieces are arranged on the board, and this is how they move, of course. But in some cases, like especially time-sensitive cases, at this rating level, when people are more prone to make mistakes at quicker time controls, my opponent is pretty quickly going to be playing a serious blitz game here. Luckily for them, they have a 10-second increment, but you start throwing away all your time. I don't know. Yeah, so with that being said, I think I would like to try to keep the queens on the board for as long as possible, just to try to keep things as complicated as possible. Wow, my opponent's taking a lot of time. I mean, we're on move 9 here. Already down to 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Yes, the queen back. So they go for a third attacker. That's fine. I could tempo their bishop. And then play bishop f4. This seems pretty solid. Let's do that. Let's try to keep the, again, just try to keep the time issue on them. I mean, I'm not threatening to win the bishop outright, but if I get this trade in, they've only got 2 pieces attacking d5, so it's adequately defended for the time being. And if they start taking over here, let's say we get a trade, takes back, I take here, the queen is going to be overloaded. So that's not going to work tactically either. Although this bishop, that might figure into the tactics. But, hey, maybe not. Takes. Sorry. Takes. Wow. Sorry. Okay. Let's say they play knight c takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes. And then they try to take my bishop. I do have this. And you're just up a piece in that situation for a pawn. So, yeah, in this case, I think I should take their bishop. Just get the bishop pair. They have this. I mean, wow. Arrows. Wow, okay, that was not intended. Holy God. Jesus Christ. How annoying is that shit? Maybe it works out though. I was doing too many right clicks and oh man, that was a serious mouse slip. Okay. So I think takes, probably queen takes. Yeah, queen takes there. Oh man, that was a seriously annoying mouse slip. Okay, we'll take this. Alright. So I'm going to be down a pawn, but my opponent has minimal time. And my advantage is not on the board, but I mean, knight takes, queen takes. I don't like that. Let's go castles. And then king h1. And then try to pin them. Ay, ay. Gosh. I gotta stop doing these weird mouse slips. I gotta watch this diagonal here. They can't take advantage of it yet, but it's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one where I'm going to be looking to get them in time pressure. The bishops are nice, even if they castle kingside. Okay, so takes, knight takes. What are they doing with this move? They want to play bishop. A6. Okay. They're just starting to take their knight. Seems plausible. Yeah, if they take this, just recapture. It's simple. Yeah, there's a lot of play in this position. I mean, my opponent with a minute left, I mean, they got lucky with the mouse slip. Some weird elements to this game. But there's definitely play to the point I was just trying to make. There's definitely play, and this just loses a knight. No, it doesn't. Just go here. Yeah, let's just do that. Still starting to take. I don't know. I forgot this knight is defending. I can't lead with my queen. I would expect knight takes f3, queen takes f3, and we just try to make things complicated. Knight takes f3, queen takes f3 if knight e5, queen g3, hitting g7 and e5. So to put that one on the board, so they go here, takes, then they come here, queen g3 threatens here and threatens to win the knight. Okay, so they want to keep pieces on. I'm fine with that. How can I make things more complicated for them? Bishop takes, h takes, knight e5. Maybe, yeah, these kind of situations, maybe pushing the h-pawn is a good idea. Let's go like that. Let's go h5, that just... h5 I might just take, they take. I come in here. That doesn't seem good. And they're really running into time issues. h5? Just keep the attack going. I guess they go here, yep. This threatens to take a knight. Let's do that. Suppose I have this. Probably here. This just loses the pawn back. Yeah, let's go for that. Keep it simple. This is the move. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for, trying to exploit mistakes here. I could also just come in here. I could play h6. h6 might be interesting. Yeah, let's go for h6. They can't do this because the knight hangs. Okay, so they hit my queen. Makes sense. This one threatening mates. Let's go for that. Again, I can't do this because the knight hangs. Can't do that. That's what happens when you get in time trouble. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the analysis really quick. Give me just a minute. Okay, so yeah, we got the analysis pulled up here. Everything is down here in the graph, and the graph shows sort of what I expected. I wonder what this is. We'll have to check that out. But yeah, I mean, I kind of coughed up a pawn and didn't have a great position, but you know, my opponent was in time trouble and basically just made a series of mistakes due to time trouble. And yeah, it just really speaks to the idea of you just got to watch your time. It's something I'm no one to lecture anybody on time management. I get into my share of time management issues for sure. It's one of the weakest points in my game that I still have yet to figure out how to get beyond. But that's something I'm working on all the time. But yeah, I mean, this game really sort of shows what happens with, you know, if you don't manage your time well. So yeah, let's check out sort of what we had here. All right, I want to go from here. Let's look at the database. So yeah, I was saying like knight c6 and c takes d4. I guess knight f6 is the third move. Yeah, nothing I have notes on. Maybe I should take some notes on this move. 2000. Yeah, it's relatively common. Maybe I should write something down about it. Okay, let's see what recommendation. The recommendation is e5. I mean, it's the top move at least. What does the engine say? e5. Okay, so e5. There it is. Knight fd7 is what they played. Yeah. And then yeah, I played c3. So they had sort of a normal position. They played knight c6. Yeah, knight c6. Bishop d3 is most common. I thought I was just blundering a pawn. Bishop d3 is most common, but you shouldn't play it. But what? Bishop d3, the evaluation suddenly shifts from plus 0.3 to minus 0.3. What is going on? I think I like bishop b5. Bishop b5. Yeah, bishop b5 is better. Bishop b5, you just. I mean, I was focused on this idea that I was doubling the pawns, but that's not the point. Bishop b5, the point is to take away one of the attackers on the central squares. Yeah, yeah, bishop b5. Bishop b5 much better there. You can see in the, whoa, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Let's go all the way back. Did some annoying mouse clicks there. Bishop d3. You can see here 53%, much better than 44%. Yeah, I like bishop b5 a lot better in this situation. Let's see what the engine says. This is minus 0.8. I don't know. What do the masters play? Do they have any games here? Masters play bishop d3 too. They've tried bishop b5 a few times. I guess bishop d3 is the main move. Wow. Okay, interesting. Bishop d3, queen b6. Castling, just castling. I played d takes c5. Yeah, just castling. Okay, let's see what happens with castling. Castling, c takes d4. C takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. And then you just bring your knight out and you just start tempoing their queen. Is this some gambit? Open system, Irva Kara's line. Huh. Yeah, I'm not an expert in the Tarrasch, so Tarrasch people out there, you're probably just like, hey, this is obviously right. And I suppose they can't take here, right? This is probably really bad. Knight, oh my god, I don't know what I was talking about there. Yeah, obviously that's really bad. Sorry, it's a little bit late here. Queen b6, okay. So a3, the point is you're down a pawn, but you got a lot of compensation in the form of black's lack of development compared to white's very good development. It's a very interesting line. I'm going to have to take some notes on that one. D takes c5, so I shouldn't have played this. It's a little inaccurate. D takes, B takes, Queen e2. Queen e2, yeah. Computer approved, yeah. Queen e2. Queen b6, knight. Okay, so I'm playing well here. It's fine. And then they played this move, and then I had this weird mouse slip. I think I was intending... What was I going to play? I was going to go with either this one or bishop f4. Bishop f4 is the move here. It makes sense, just defending. I don't remember what I was going to play. I think I might have played bishop f4. I don't know. But then, yeah, I did this weird mouse slip. And then black should be winning by a small amount. Knight takes d5. Knight takes e5. Yeah, I didn't want knight takes e5, queen takes e5 to happen, and then we're trading queens, so yeah, knight takes c5. Still, the computer wants knight takes e5. I don't know about that. Doesn't seem like a good practical decision. Okay. So yeah, we just keep playing. So I like that this is the top move by the engine. Whenever they get their knights on, you know, any of these squares, think about pushing your rook pawn and just go dislodge them. It's a good idea. h5. So decent play here. Computer saying maybe knight g5, but it depends. Queen g5. And they do this. h6. It didn't mention h6. I like it. Oh, no, it says takes. Okay. I took. Okay. This is not to take back, just to threaten mate. Okay, that's pretty sick. h6, g6, and then just here? No, you can't do that. Wow. Not to take the pawn, but to go for this one. Queen b6, queen c8. What do you? Oh, you come in with a rook. I was thinking you might go here. Yeah, you just got a really good attack. This pawn is really strong. Pieces are around. Yeah, that's a tough position for black to play. Okay, so knight f6, h6 for sure here. Okay, this is best. And then this. Okay, so interesting game. Just speaks to don't get into time trouble. Time trouble is bad. It's bad for playing accurately. You might think, hey, I'm using all this time so that I can play accurately, but you're gonna play more inaccurately later if you use all your time on moves 8 through 10 or something. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you for the next rapid game here, hopefully pretty soon. Until then, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.